Hello, everyone. Welcome to another awesome day of FileMaker training. So I'm Richard Carlton. I'm here at FMTraining.tv along with all the awesome people who help promote and bring this channel to fruition. Margaret is here. Nick is here. We are going to have a open Q&A today. We already have at least one question that has popped up, and me and Nick have already had a disagreement about it, which is awesome. So you'll get to watch two senior developers fight over a possible answer. That should be very exciting. Welcome to Open Q&A today. I want to give you a quick update of the upcoming online schedule. Today and tomorrow apparently are going to be open Q&A. Monday, Christian Schmidt with Monkey Bread will be here talking about easy SQL. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we kind of horned Nick in, and Nick's here, so I'm saying this right to his face. We kind of got him contained into a spot, and so what we're going to do is Nick is going to do 3 days of beginning user interface design. Then he's going to do 3 days, which you can't see. It's on the end of the schedule over here, over this way. You can't see it. He's going to do 3 days of intermediate user interface experience design. Then after that, he's going to do 3 days of iPad design, 3 days of iPhone design. We haven't covered iPhone and iPad design and design considerations in probably 3 years, I would guess, at least. Anyway, cool. So let's talk about the open questions for today. So the first question we have really has nothing to do with robots. What I'm going to do is I'm going to download this. It's right here. I'm going to pop it up, and I'm going to kind of retrace this a little bit, but I'm going to read this out loud real quick, and you can kind of see this over here. It says, from Ken, he says, we have 650 pilots, which are, I'm just going to call those contact records. We have 200 launch squares in a grid. So I think there's 200 little red boxes here, okay? And they name the kind of like A1, A2, B1, B2. And so it's like battleship, A3, you sunk my battleship, that kind of thing, right? And so what happens, this me knowing about Ken, is that that he gets these pilots coming up, and they have I guess they go out there and they chalk marker with little flags and stuff, tell people that that's your little spot, and you're supposed to set up your hot air balloon. And apparently they assign 3 to each box, right? And so the idea is how to build this in the database, because he already has a table of contacts, like 650, and he obviously probably has a table of grids, probably. So Nick, how would you do this? So what they do is they want to have this, and probably it's like this is a blow up of A3, wherever A3 is on here. There's A3 down there. So there's A3. There's A3 over here. And if you clicked on it, if you probably clicked on this graphic, it would pop up with this box. And then there you could actually probably GTRR and show me those 3 pilots, or maybe if you only have 2 pilots in there, you want to assign the 3rd balloon, pilot/balloon, right? You could hit a button that says add, and you would go to a list of people who would be available to be assigned. They haven't been assigned already, right? So he's wondering how to do this, right? So if this was, let me warp back in time, if this was 1989 or 90 with FileMaker Pro 1 or 2, each of these would probably be a field. So you would actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many fields this is, 3, 6, 9, 10 across, and like 15 down. You have 150 fields. This would literally be a field, and you would just type into this, okay? However, my thought was that each of these probably should be a portal somehow, or a relationship or something. There's 100 ways of doing this. I could see Kyle doing it with virtual list or things like that. And then, of course, Nick just said right before the broadcast, there's one answer and one answer only, or it'll be abomination. So Nick, give us your answer.
There's a portal hack. There's the repeating field, craziness, right? Or you have Nick Hunter answer.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Show us your answer.
Right.
I would love to be told the correct
answer. Open FM Gallery. You have a grid generator, and you can. I display on FM Gallery. I'm displaying a container, but I can display whatever you want. I can even display a portal because I've built this. I've built something exactly the same for a friend of mine in Greece that has a marina. He has a marina,
yeah, okay. For boats, right? Little boats.
But picture this. He has a marina shaped on the L. he has a peer like this and a peer like this. So his problem says, here I can put a 20-meter boat here, right? So you have an L like this. You have an L like this.
Yep. Docks. Those are the docks.
If you put a 20 meter boat here you cannot put a 40 meter because you blocked, because you have a boat like this. So it needs to limit the possibility of those people when you have a boat like this, right? So he has a madness. He said, help me with this. So, and I built, and he wanted a grid, pretty much he wanted a grid shaped on the L, but it was a grid because it's the same thing. So I built that the same way. So using FM gallery technique of the gridding of the FM gallery, because you can, FM gallery is based on records. So when you have one block, one of your block is a record. You can show Ken 2D stuff. Each what's the name? Label. It's a label, right? Each block, the A3, for example. If you have this as a record, and you have the 320, 321, and 122, that's a mini portal inside that block, because I can do this because my gallery is record independent. We're going to talk to him and say, look, open FM gallery. If you understand FM gallery, you will understand how to build it. If you don't understand FM gallery, I can explain to him. I can do kind of a coaching. I can do that. He does it, and I coach him. I can do that.
The balloon fiesta starts October 1st, so we got,
we have some time.
6 weeks. Yeah, but they need this done in advance.
Yeah, so. I understand, but I mean, it's not like, I want it for Monday morning. Yeah. No, it's look, I can do coaching, and
well, that's fine. We'll kick that around. All right. Well, I was trying to come up with an answer.
Look, I have his email, but I want to tell the people, if you open FM gallery and you crack the net of FM gallery, you will understand that I can display anything FileMaker can display. I'm displaying a container because FileMaker, because I want a photo, but I can display whatever I want. It can be even a mini portal. Let me share my screen. You have FM gallery. Yep. FM gallery, I'm showing a container because I want to show a container. But I could very well, and I did it, put here a mini portal based on what is the relationship here? Hold on. What is the relationship here? What's his name? Column 1, something like that, Yeah, it's column 1. It's column 1. Okay. So I can put a mini. I call that a mini portal. Okay. Yeah. A mini portal based on column 1, and in the mini portal, I want, I don't know, the name. Do I have name something? I want the name.
Okay. Well, but he's trying to assign. He's trying to assign 3 to each
storage. Yeah,
each
storage
portal.
Info. Yeah, I can have whatever. I can have whatever I want in here. I can limit to 3 if you want to limit to 3, right? And that's it. So this now I'm showing this. This is 3 megabytes. This is 2 megabytes. It's 2 megabytes. Right. I can show whatever I want. So it's a grid generator. You can, and I can say, and look.
So Scott Kane's asking, are the columns repetitions of a field correct? So yeah, I think this is a bigger conversation for you to have, Nick.
Yeah, but I can if give me a chance. I want do I have a name, file name or something? A title.
Well,
okay.
You haven't played.
So I put title. Okay. I have only one title here, but let's say I'm doing this, and I need to remove this. Okay, I'm doing this. That is column 2, right? So you see, it's very simple to trick. You can use FM gallery, the technology I'm using here, and do it yourself. And I can do this. I can duplicate, and I go to the third. Okay, so let me do 3. Okay, just for fun. Let me do 3. Hide this. Let me do 3, and I'm doing column 3. So it's the beauty of this. It's like it's relationship based. So, and it's a record independent. So now I have 3 of them. Okay. So look, So here 12, 12, 2, cats 1, cats 4, cats 3, cat 2. It works. And if you give me just 2 minutes more, okay, to show you the beauty of this, okay, because I'm using this. Scott Kane, he knows that because I built. Okay, Scott, you can be a witness, an eyewitness of the crime here, because I solved your and I am showing this and I'm telling the word because that's the only one on your report. You remember? So I built something crazy using that technology on his reporting because he had no way to build something that was working because it was complex like crazy, right? So and if it's there, he can confirm that I built a report that you click and bam, you have your pictures, you have your text, you have everything, and I did it using FM Gallery technique. So FM Gallery is not a photo gallery organizer; it's a grid generator, and I'm thinking now making a subset of FM Gallery as a grid generator, the data grid generator. So let me show you the beauty of FM Gallery. You see here, I have 12.1 and I have 12.2, right? Right? Okay, so now I'm making this smaller. Look where the 12.2 is going to be, here. So I'm reflowing, blam. The 12.2 was at the end of this. Now I'm making smaller, and now the 12.2 is there, right? If I'm doing this again, the 12.2, cats 1, we've moved, bam, cats 1 moved there, and everything move one row on the left because, and 12.2 is there, right? So it's a look, it's great. It's a great thing. I have 12.2s here, so that's why you could get confused, but I have two 12.2s. But you understand that when I move that, if I add a column, so if you say, oh, I don't want 2 columns, I want 3 columns, okay, no problem. Bam, you reflow it, right? It's a grid generator. It's not just a photo gallery stuff. Okay, that's it. That's all what I want to do.
Very cool. Very cool. So it says open Q&A day. So obviously,
no, Scott can say the columns are repetition of a field, correct? Yes, actually, they are repetition of the same pole pointing to a different layer, to a different relationship. Here, I have made possible to show over 12 column because it's a 12 column will be a 37-inch screen, which is the biggest you can display, right? But you can add more if you want. I'm making 12 column more max, but you can have 20 if you want. You have to build them, right? So, and gallery will automatically reflow.
All right. So what we have to do is decide if we want to continue this conversation or if we want to have you schedule it for a day or at some point, because definitely there's some interest in this. Lynn is asking questions. How do you make them drop to the next row? That's the secret sauce here.
The secret sauce. Yeah. So we can do that. We can have a conversation on this if you want. The gallery. I have a Pro, FM Gallery Pro. I'm going to issue this year. It will be out. I'm almost done. I'm conducting the final testing, but it's great. I have a lot of technology inside, like the intelligent artificial intelligence of doing the photo recognition.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, with facing recognition, with object recognition, with stuff like this. So it's
well, if you have the object recognition, that in itself is a whole day or couple days of training.
Oh yeah, it's at least a week.
Yeah. So, we can't fit it today and tomorrow. So what we need to do is.
But the gallery, I'd like to have a conversation about the gallery without being a gallery. Let's say let's rebrand it or grid generator, right? Because that's what the people are interested in. Because it is interesting to be able to display whatever we want, even polls.
Yep.
Even web viewers.
Andrew did have a question here. I'm trying to do a search bar. Okay, so this is a totally new question, so we're going to pivot now to Andrew's question. I am trying to do a search bar you mentioned a few months back. Do you see something wrong with my relationship? So
No, I don't. I don't. But you need to make sure, like David Yen just said, he gave you a clue. It's the one technique, what I call the one technique. You need to have in your when you search something, right? Because I know the problem you have. The problem you have is when it's empty, it's showing you nothing. So when you have empty, you need to make sure that you have at least one on your search stuff. I have a video on this. The how we power search. I don't know. I don't remember how.
okay, there it is. So speeding the search day 3. I remember that. Speeding the
Okay.
search day 3.
Okay. See. Okay. Okay. You have the video. So cool. Yeah. So you need to make sure that you have the one stuff. It's and the index is cool. I know what you do. You have the index. You use my index kind of for recursive. Okay, yeah, you use the function. So you have a tail recursive function that generate a kind of a indexed search box, and then you search the index using relationship and not using perform find or stuff like that, right? So that the beauty.
Quick question. Dimok says trigger last modification can be also global.
No, the answer is no. The global is not a field. So the global won't do what what a field is doing. A global field is a field. It looks like a field, but it's not, right? So it's not going any type of validation like we intended as a field, as a normal field, right? So a global has its own life, completely different. So if you do a global, it's not working. Why? I'll tell you. It's because it needs to be a field that will trigger the validation and closing of record. So the global is not doing this. So you need to have a real field in order to say in the let statement, in order to say, okay, this is a local field. I want to trigger the auto entry calculation. If you do it with a global, it won't work. So it needs to be a local field, right? So you need to, because this technique is great. The trigger is great because you want to launch it. Let's say you have a found set, you have 200 records, and you want to trigger all the auto entry calculation from those of those 100 200 records. So you use a replace, right? You say, okay, replace the trigger with the. Oh, by the way, I have a good demonstration on this. You use the trigger, right? You replace the trigger to trigger all the auto entry calculation of all those records, because the replace will go through the found set, right? So if you do a global, how you do that? And the global won't trigger anything. The global won't trigger anything. It won't trigger the calculation.
All right. So there's a different question right here, and I want to throw this out for you. So changing your brain, and this is more of a basic kind of question, Nick, but it's a good one. So William on YouTube says, if you are sorting at the table level, so not sorting like local records, but you're sorting, the only way that you can sort at the table level is through a relationship, right? So if you're on define database and you go to the relationship graph, William,
I love this. Yeah, I love this question.
Yeah.
I love this question. Yeah.
So you see, so doesn't that make the problem for other users, right? So
which problem?
Well, a problem being that you're sorting and you're going to cause the sorting to change for other people, right? So I think what he's asking is, the question is that if you have a sort on a relationship and you change the criteria, won't that affect the sort order for other users?
Yes, it will.
Well, unless he's using a global, right, on his, right, that you're driving it from the portal or the filter at the, right?
Yeah. Okay. You mean a filter or sorting? Because
well, there's two different things here, and they probably should address both. But if you do a sort order,
okay, let me handle the sort one, because I'll open this as a good example for this.
Okay, why don't you do that?
If you sort on the portal, Okay. That will all the user will see that. So let's sort by the poll. Okay. I'm going there and I want to sort by our first name, last name first, or full no, last name and first name, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I want. I want this. I want this. So now I have Brittany, no, BA, okay, so let's reverse this because otherwise it will be impossible to understand. So I'm putting that last and I'm putting that first, okay? First, here, okay. So now I said last first and then, okay, last name, okay. A, B, C, E, L, R, S. We good. Okay, we good. Okay.
But everyone else sees that like that, right?
But everybody will see that. Everybody that will see that will get the sorting. But look what happened. I'm going there, right? So first of all, what is the name of that relationship? To make sure that I get it. It's context. Okay. Okay. Right. So now I want to get the list of contacts are last. Oh, look at this. Look at this. My poll show A, Bird, Clark, Conrad, Eaton. And here I have Reynolds, Conrad, Bird, Clark, Laundry. It's completely off. Okay. So the data, the raw data, that is what FileMaker reads. Okay. Now, so you see there's a difference between the real data and what I see on the portal.
Okay.
So now let's do something different. Let's undo the portal stuff. I remove it, right? And I go to the relationship and I sort that on the relationship. I said, I want, which context I am here? I'm on the context account. Okay. So let's go to account here and I go to contacts and I saw that here. I want the same, last and first.
By the way, this is a test question on the FileMaker certification test. To understand the difference here, I'm gonna annotate here. You guys just be cool for a second. But the difference between putting the sort here and putting the sort on the portal, there's a difference there, and you need to be able to identify those differences. So keep going, Nick.
So now I'm going to my portal here, and my portal say, "Oh, A, B, C," but I have no filter. I have no sorting here. He said, "No sort, nothing." Right? I have no sort, and I have no sort. So how is possible? So now I'm sorting this, but now what I can do, I go to the data viewer. Don't know where it is. Okay. I'm looking for, I'm going to the last one. I'm going there, right? And it says, it's in synchro, A, B, C, E. So now everything's synchronized. The real data and the portal synchronized because I am doing the action on the real data. What the sort on the portal, it's only on the portal. So what you can do is have, let's say you can have different portal. I can have a portal like this, and I can say, oh, this one I want the opposite. I want the same, but I want this. I want descending, for example. So now you have the real one here and the opposite one. A, B, C is reversed.
Yeah.
But it's only one name. It's only so it's the portal that is overriding the default sorting.
Display order, the default display order. Yeah.
Now, what you need to know, by default, FileMaker, if you don't sort anything, FileMaker will default the sorting by the creation of the record. So it's the first record you create, the second record you create, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the creation of records, that will be the default order.
Okay, so the question is how do we create a sort on a portal that I can see change and it won't affect the other people in the room, right? Can't you set that through a global?
No, yeah, actually, no, there's no global. There's no global. So you have one sort technique that I'm using. Marge, I don't know if you or you people in the audience, I have a sort video where I'm talking about that intensively. When I'm using, there's only one technique for that, and I think I'm using it here. No, I'm not using the sort here.
Because the way William wrote this, it sounds like he would like to be able to have people sort this differently and not have it affect the other people on the network who are using.
Yeah, exactly. But I built the technique that you can do that using unstore calculation, right? So because the unstore calculation won't affect the other users.
So that's right.
Yeah, because your unstore calculation is is based on what you are doing right now
locally, right? On your client.
On your clients. So that's why it's so slow, is because if you have 10 people that doing this. So custom sort on portal with Nikon. So exactly. So this is what you need to use. So it's on the contact layouts. Okay.
So you go to the sample file we just posted. Margaret's going to post it. Let me get that link there.
Okay, in FileMaker, so let's use this one because it's the v3. So I might have fixed bugs and stuff like that. So let's say I want to sort by the first field. So I have here, right? The first, if I say let's say I have a value list with the name of the fields I want to use. So it's very important that you name your field the same as you will put in the filter box. The filter box is a global. Okay, so that box is a global. The sort list key is a global. Sort list key, where's the sort list key? Is a global. Okay, sort key list or whatever, it's a global. Okay, so that's a global. Otherwise, yes, everybody is going to see the same thing. But I am saying I'm putting here first in my global. So the unstore calculation, this will return Malcolm because I want to sort by the first name. So all the record here, that's fields will return the first name because I asked for it. If I want the last name, if I put last here, it changed. It said that's Melendez, that's the last name, and everybody will be. So now, if you have a portal that's based on this, right? Let's say you have a portal that you say, like here, for example, let's go to accounts. And I have this portal, right? This portal, I can say, I want to sort it. Why is not sorted, by the way? Okay. This portal, I say, I want to sort by multiple keys here. So I don't want to go too much on this, but let's say I want to sort it with the text. Okay. So I'm sorting with the field that name sort key single text. Okay. Sort key, I'm sorting like this. I'm sorting that. And I'm saying, I want to sort by last. But in the contact table, saying that putting last in this, that will put on the on this key. So that's not a good key. I need to change the key. Hold on. I don't need a single text. I need the multiple. Yeah, multiple text. Okay, I need that one. Okay. So I sort with that key. Okay. So now this list here, it will be sorted by here. I'm going to put the last name. okay, to make sure that we, no, I can put name because I have first and last, and listen. So now this is Dixon. So I said last, right? Okay. DJHMPRRSVWZ, right? We good. Now I said first. Boom. Oh, no. Now is Adrian, A, B, Bri, Callum, C, D. It's the first name because that's the last name, not the first name. H, H, I. If I said first, if I said last, boom, it changed the order, right? So why? It's because when I changed last, first, it changed the content of that field. And my portal is based on that field. So I'm changing the content of the field on the fly by saying what I want. And I can say, I want to, I want to sort by name. Okay. I can even say, oh, I want to sort by order. Yeah, it's sort by order, but it's sort by order like FileMaker do, right? That's why I made the thing a little bit more complex here. I don't want to go further on this, but I do this. I have three kind of, okay. FileMaker sorting takes influence only on three type of fields: text, number, and dates, right? That the three type of fields where FileMaker gets field difference, has a different way to sort. So that's why I create that fancy things. I said number, date. So why doing this? I have a fancy calculation here that if I put order here, right? If I put the word order here in that column, I have 11. If I change, I said first, in that column, it will put Adrian, but in that column, it put nothing, right? If I put order, it will stop nothing here and it put 11 here. But those three different calculations, date, number, text, returns a different type. This is the type date, this is the type number, and this is the type text. The return, the results of the calculation will be tied to a type, and the order will now work. If I up now is sorted by order. If I said last, it will say by D, G, G. If I said first, bam, it say A, C, D, U, H, right? So, and you can do first and order. So now you have two.
First.
Yeah, first.
Yep. And return. There we go.
Boom. Now you have two, and the portal will be influenced. So you can have two orders, and I'm doing it. Isn't it crazy? They should give me an award for that technique, by the way, because it's no, because look. Let's put something here, okay? I have city and state, right? I have first name, last name, city, and state. Okay, let's have fun. I want to, what do you want? You want cities? Okay, let's put city. Let's put state. Boom. So let's put something different. States and city, yes. If you put in that order, that will change completely. Alabama, Arizona, California, Connecticut, you see? And then he put H and M. But if I put city and state, it do differently. It will say, differently, because I said I want city first. So B, C, D, J, H, I, it do the order. But here, if I reverse it, that's why they should give me an award, because I can influence the sort order. By the way, if I put state first, it do first state and then it do city. It's magical.
This is a good design. This hurts my head. I try not to let my databases get this complicated, but
it's not complicated. Look, what you need to understand here, I have here, I've built for you something great based on the type, because I know FileMaker intimately. I learned the possibility. I learned that FileMaker can give me the type of what the field is, the field type. If you say you hear and you say you used a function that nobody used because it's hidden, file type, field type, you use that, and you said, here, I don't give a damn on this, and I want city. Actually, I can put this. No, it's the name. It should be a name. Okay, it's a standard text indexed. Okay. If I put order, it's a standard number indexed, right? So I know if I do this get value, okay, to value this and two, but I need to do substitute of this, remove the space and replace by this, something like that. Okay. Anyway, if I get the word, or I get by, for example, or it's the middle word of this, and I want get value. No. If I want this, and I want starting word 2, and I want 1, it said in the number. If I say this city, it will say the text. So I can detect what type of field it is. So now that you know that's a secret of mine, you can say, oh, okay. So in that result, I want it only if the file type is a text. Period. If the file type is text, put text, or if it's a number, put the number. That's why automatically, if I put order here, it will go there. And if I put a date, I don't know if I have a date here, but if I have a date, let's say I put a date here. Let's say I put a date here, right? And if I say date, it will go there. Because, and then it's a text field, that it's a number field, that is a date field. So my portal will follow and will sort correctly, because I'm sorting on different type of fields. So it's magical. And it is order sensitive. State first, then city, then order, then date. Or if you change, it's order sensitive, depending on how you click. So that's why I'm putting a UI where you can click buttons. You say I want state, city, you click state first and city second. Bam. Or you click city and state second. Because with this, you have a freaking portal sorting like it's, and of course it applies also sorting locally, not only on portal. You do this, it works. It will sort. No, it's magical. It's a magic. It's magic. It's magic. And of course, it's fast as hell. And so. Well,
it brings up a good point. It's some of these topics we cover, and then we probably should go back and revisit them. So we should spend. If I'm just going to suggest this, Margaret, if we want to go and book out sorting portals, and it's a what we call a retread, but it's a Nick kind of goes back to this file.
Yeah, it's a reloaded kind of
like Nick reloaded, right? That's what we'll call it. Yeah. Nick reloaded. Portal sorting. We'll do it in a couple months after we get through the UI stuff. Lynn from us says, nice technique, Nick. A portal sort can be slow with a lot of records. Your technique will be slow. Here's the thing. If you start using FileMaker 19.3 and 4, 19.3 or 4, I can't remember, they started adding server-side sorting in some situations. But Lynn's asking, how's the performance with this, Nick?
The performance is okay. Look, the performance will be the performance of sorting FileMaker. It won't affect. I mean, that technique won't make that slower. So that means
so whatever your normal behavior of FileMaker
yeah,
is.
exactly. Exactly.
So if you're using a newer version of FileMaker 19.3 and it's your client is at least 19.3 and your server's 19.3, they added server-side sorting under some situations. If the server's not too busy and the sort isn't too crazy, then the server does it for you and shoots you the data, makes it go much, much faster. In 19.5, they did a similar thing with summary fields. So the server will calculate summary fields for you on the server side, assuming the server is not too busy and the server can actually do the calculation for you. So I think kind of going back and retreading some of these topics, Nick's, like your grid idea, you got the grid idea, you got the portal sorting idea. I mean, you've created so much amazing. The problem is, like, Lynn wasn't around back in the old days 3 or 4 years ago when you did this.
Yeah, okay, but we can reload them. It's I have no problem, and we can. And of course, I've enhanced this technique. Each time I'm using it, I'm enhancing it. I'm making better performance.
You're advancing it.
I'm improving my own stuff. Each time I'm using it, you say, "Oh, I found a new way. Oh, I found that. Oh, if I don't do this, it's better." Totally agree. And here we have the filters. I can do the filter. I know the filter is a big issue. Filtering is always be an issue. It will be always, because we don't know what to do when you have nothing in the filter field, and we don't know which technique using and stuff like this. So we can reload those topics. So the sort topic, the FM gallery topic, the grid, the grid topic, the filter topic, the sort on server, the find on server, transfer of font set, which is a big, that's another big one, right? It's another.
So
big
Nick,
one.
I'm going to ask on the filter one, if you could give us a couple sentences on each of these, we'll work on. We'll add these, but we're going to add these after we do the UI topic. So we have UI topic. More in depth, rephrase the topic. Yeah, I mean, listen, some of these he's done over a year ago, and he comes back and does them again. He's going to address it differently. It's almost impossible to do it exactly the same twice.
Yeah, I like Andrew. I like it. I like Andrew because he said exactly what I think. Why and how. The why is more important than anything. You need to know why. When you know why, you say, oh. You say, okay, now I know. Now I understand. Because you know why. The why is more important than everything. Why we should do this, right? And I will explain how FileMaker is interpreting the what's the name? The sort of FileMaker has been something amazing, because it's based on numbers. It's based on the type. So FileMaker is great on this. Right but so you need to know that, and you need to know why you need to do all of those things, because the why is FileMaker sort text, number, and dates differently, and hours, by the way. But I never use hours, so that's why I didn't put it. But you have a text, dates, number is different, so that's why you need to use that technique. So the technique I'm using, the 3 different type of install calculation, and why we need to use an install calculation, and why it's not slow, and why. It's not slow, because we use a function. We use a FileMaker. I'm not using anything. I'm not doing anything crazy here. I'm using a FileMaker function. That is a field the get field, the get field, right? So when you here, I'm using this get field. So the get field is just transferring data from one field to another using the index. So that's why it's super fast, because it's not opening and closing anything. It's an unstored calculation. So you have no opening and you have no closing. You have a reevaluation, but reevaluation on what? Reevaluation on the local, in memory, already performed, indexed.
Okay.
Right? So that's why it's fast.
Well, we greatly appreciate it. If you have questions or comments about this stuff, send an email to support email to support@rcconsulting.com, support@rcconsulting.com. All right. Have a good one. Thanks, everyone. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir.